Tell everyone about your hands.
No.
Left hand, right hand.
Yeah, one's Dumb and Dumber. I got Dumb and Dumber.
Good morning, everybody. We are getting some meters loaded up here in the pickup. Just about done. Dane's getting his workout, working them biceps. We're bringing them to Crookston to Valley Plains. They're gonna put them on a test stand and run the meters on a test stand for us. I have our edible bean plates with, and we have our corn plates with. Just like it was made for it. Oh.
What was that?
I don't know, it's the electric
See
tape.
what happens when you push the button?
Too much electrical stuff. Even the end gates.
Real men have long boxes.
Yeah, I know. Dane's got a long box, if you didn't figure that out. So there we go. They're all in there. Should be able to get a pretty good read on, get them dialed in anyway. And then we have a few other things we gotta get going on. I don't know if Dane's gonna, it's up to him what he wants to do, I guess, but what are you thinking, Dane? What do you want to tackle today?
Probably do these seed tabs first, or start on them anyway. And when Ivan gets here, we can tackle that. Take the quick hitch off. It's just nuts and bolts.
Why are we taking the quick hitch off?
So don't do this. And then we don't rip our hoses off.
That would never happen, Dane.
Me it would. You should take a picture of that too.
You know, look, he's messed up there. That's why he's leaking. Tip, the nipple.
Yeah.
Just gotta lick it a little bit, Dane.
Yeah. And it'll stick out.
Oh, yeah. We haven't decided if we're pulling, what do you think, Dane? Should we pull the quick hitch off completely and then leave the arms, or pull the arms off too?
Yeah, might as well take them off.
I don't think we really have a reason to have we don't have any implements that have a use for that, you know.
Even a bale spear? Can't feed hay with it?
Well, we could maybe feed some hay. Yeah, I think we'll pull them pins off, and then
We'll pull these.
pull them off down there, and then,
Feed this together.
yep, and then pull him off separate maybe. I don't know, unless he stays on, but I think it'd be too awkward, don't you?
It would probably work if we can suspend it correctly with the forklift, but it's gonna wanna.
So yeah, we got to get we got to change that little pecker on there, because this load sense, I believe it is a little larger than the one we got, so it won't fit.
Receptacle.
And yeah, so then on the planter, we got a couple things we're working on. We'll show you what we're going to do here, but we're going to check our gap on the disc here, make sure we got enough contact here. And if we don't, we'll have to shim the blades closer together. We got to check our closing, or our gauge wheel here. It's too loose. We're going to shim that in a little bit more, so that way it's nice and tight up against the blade. We got some other add-ons that we're going to put on this year that'll make our stand a little more consistent. We're going to check these here bushings. These are getting, this one here especially, starting to get a little bit of slop, and we haven't done them because, well, he's an expensive one to replace, so just haven't done it yet. But we gotta Probably gonna have to just do it, huh, Dane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's the worst by far. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. So I think with this one moving, it's gonna wear that one out faster. So just gonna have to do it. These planters don't have they get some acres on them, but they're not, it doesn't take long for this stuff to wear out is what I'm trying to say. It just, if you got a planter, you need to be checking these things. Absolutely, 100%.
Messes with your depth.
Yes. The end one here is by far the worst out of all of them. So yeah, these are good. These are nice and tight, side to side, all that. I'm not 100% sure, but we might be going away from these and putting on something a little different. Something that I didn't really think about trying, but I'm thinking we're gonna try it now. So we did run these last year. We ran the Furrow-Max last year on the N2 here to try them out. And they are a nice system, but just stupid expensive. I mean, it's going to be like $30,000 to do the whole planter. So I don't really feel like that return is there. It maybe is over time, but I think I can get a faster return with another product that's doing something very similar to that. But anyway, I'm going to hop in the pickup here and make sure I don't need anything else, write a list, and head to Crookston. Okay, well, before we leave, Dane and I were looking at these, and you see how that just spins like that? That's not supposed to spin like that. It's supposed to be up against like that. That's no good either. It's supposed to be up against your blade. Like this one's really wore. Look at that, that's horrible. That needs to be adjusted. That's not acceptable at all. So this rubber piece is supposed to go up against your blade. So there's shims in here to do that. Dane already took one off and is looking at it as far as how many shims that were on the inside. So these are factory Mudsmith style wheels from John Deere, and we've never adjusted the rubber or adjusted them in. Too much?
Yep.
Really?
So whatever we take off on the inside here,
I'm gonna move it to the outside.
then you put it on the inside. So we're going to pull one back off. It rubs on it.
Yeah, not enough. That's the way it's gonna have to be. We're gonna just have to, if it scrubs a little too hard, if it ain't enough, we'll just have to pull one out, and that's where it'll have to be.
So if we have it dragging pretty hard, if we got into some sticky stuff, it'll slide and push, won't it?
Not really, because your wheel's gonna be rolling too. It's gonna help it.
Yeah, I know, but any resistance is still gonna get it to slide. There's resistance there anyway.
Well, if it's in that wet of conditions, it's not gonna matter.
Did you see the last video?
Shh, you guys don't look at that. We didn't get stuck or nothing. Don't go back and start looking for videos where we got the air seeder stuck. It was all Dane's fault.
Yeah, don't put the we in there. That wasn't we.
You were sitting with me. He was watching me do it. He's like, "Oh, I don't think we should go in there." And I said, "Oh, I think we could get that." And
It was a whole evening of fun.
and there's bad weather coming and the whole works.
Oh yeah, the adrenaline rush was
Got a little bit anyway. But I think we should go back to that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. That's like factory almost. You don't want these to last forever. When the rubber leaves the inside lip here after so long, you're supposed to replace them. See this lip right here? I don't know if you can see it. There's a lip right here. Well, anyway, when that lip disappears or it gets down to nothing, you're supposed to replace this rubber. So we're going to shim this in, and then by the time these blades our shot, which will probably be after this year. It'll need all new blades.
Some pube hair in there.
Deer hair?
Oofda.
I don't know what that is.
It's redhead. They're ticker. Ish. That's a bad talk.
Anyway, well, I'm going to leave you with Dane, and he's going to teach you all kinds of stuff about air feeders.
So working on the drill. We're putting seed tabs on today. We're taking the old ones off, is what I'm doing. And we got to get way down in there. This must have been the last one I was dealing with. So these little plastic fingers, we call a seed tab. And what they do is, when the seed is being shot down the tube into the ground along the blade, this tab will keep the seed from bouncing out of the row, or out of the trench, I should say. And they drag in the dirt, and they wear. I'll take this one off and show you, but we're gonna put all new ones on. We did that last year too, so. And then we're gonna go back through and shim all these wheels. So it's gonna be lots of fun. But anyway, I got a piece of dirt in here on the nut, and I can't get the socket on it. So I'm gonna dig in there a little bit with this. If you don't have one of these little ratchets, this is a handy little bugger. Got both 1/4" drive and 3/8 drive. It's perfect. So that's what that seed tab looks like. It's a little wore out. They do naturally come with a little bit of an angle on them, and like that. Anyway, by the time we do another 5,000-6,000 acres, these things will probably be pretty well gone. So we're putting them all in, putting them in new, and this cool little bolt is what holds it on. Bolt and nut. So got a little ways to go. Moving right along here, aren't we, Ivan? Yep. We're getting her done. But I needed a new battery for the 90-degree. My tool shed is a little big. Oh! I got a turn in here. There we go. We're there. Okay, so Ivan and I are working together here. He breaks them loose, smash his knuckles and all that good stuff. And face. Yeah, he's got to smear his face in the hoses once in a while. Okay. And then I go with this 90 and I loosen it up. Got her, Ivan?
Yeah.
We try not to lose. There's a whole stack of shims on the back side. Okay, got her. I gotta get my wrench. There we go. So show them what you're doing, Ivan.
So we got 5 shims there. We're gonna take and put 1 shim on the other side of the bolt. Actually 2 of them to tighten up the gap.
Gotta find the hole. There. There, see, now that's what we want. We wanted to turn this blade. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the show. But we got a long ways to go. We'll catch you on the other end. Well, Ivan and I are still slaving away here. We got her right to the floor, just giving her. We actually are. We've done quite a bit today, Ivan. In 2.5 hours, we got the whole front gang done. We shimmed all, how many wheels was there?
48.
48 on the front row. And we're halfway done with the back row. So there. Huh? Over half?
Yeah.
Sweet. This back gang goes a lot quicker because it's easier to access. We can be right here. So what Ivan did is he went with the breaker bar and he broke them all loose. And then I come back with the little 90 degree and we backed all the bolts out, and then we tag teamed them. We adjusted our shims and put them back on and tightened them up, and we're lickety split in no time. And then, oh, then we got a present in the mail. The pretty chick from the UPS, she brought the, she's nice. She's been nice. Anyway, we got our seed tab. And we got hardwares, D's nuts, and then we got new bolts. Got a little keeper. It's all stainless steel. Top shelf. So anyway, maybe we'll get at that today yet too. She's already 4 o'clock, so maybe not, but we'll see. Ivan's getting them all tightened up, so we've only got, what, 32 to go? Really don't matter. We're gonna finish her up. Catch you on the flip side. Well, we're on to the next project. Pulling a 3-point hitch, arms, and quick hitch off this T-tack. We're linked up here. Now we're gonna pull these big pins. Take this bolt out and pull this pin out. Same on that side. See if we can do it without crushing our toes. Okay, get ready. Nice. Just rest her there. There, up and away. It's kind of TIT tight in here. Now I gotta go fetch me a pallet. Put all this scrap iron on. So I think we'll take the short bus here. Take the short bus and go for a ride. Getting nice out. Still kind of cold, but well, it looks like it's thawing, but it ain't. It's not as nice up here as it is down there in Oklahoma. But I guess we're making mud. See if I can't fall down here on this ice. I could just carry the pallet, you know, like a gorilla, but I don't want to show off either. It's like new. We did have a stack of pallets here, high as the shed, but we don't anymore. Well, it's as good as it's gonna get. Sunshine and happiness. Mud to froze. That's how much power the sun's got. Go from mud to froze in a matter of 2 feet. Oh, Lucy, I'm home. So we got one arm off, one link arm off, 3-point arm. We're working on the other one. We got her freed up. Let's just put her on a pallet. Woohoo!
Well, we got them off.
Well, howdy. Today is Friday. You guys been busy? That's nice. That's real nice.
So now now I made an S hook up there, Ivan. You see that to hold that gauge wheel?
Oh, yeah.
So then transfer that to the next one when you go. Pull your wood block out.
How's it going down there, Ivan?
Fine.
You love working on grain drills?
Yep.
Yep.
Just lovely.
Dane, he loves it.
Yeah.
No,
Not right now.
I can tell you're frustrated. Tell everyone about your hands.
No.
Left hand, right hand.
Yeah, one's dumb and dumber. Yeah, dumb and dumber. Ah.
So on the grain drill, when you're going one direction, you got to do everything with the one hand, and you know, because you're laying on your side, and then you get to the middle of the grain drill, and everything's kind of going the other direction, and so you got to use different hands or go a different direction, and yeah, it gets to be interesting.
Yeah, the first 3, 4, 5 was fine. I finally got it figured out. You know how you want to hold that little tab in there and get the plastic in there. And then you put the nut on with this end. Well, then when the gang switch, then you're training in Dumb and Dumber here. Then you gotta hold the tab with this one and try to put the nut on. Yeah.
So Ivan got here just in the nick of time.
Just in time, I tell you.
You let him do the rest of the front, and then you do the back.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go have my sandwich.
I just come out here just to get my ugly mug put on the camera.
Yeah. Everybody wants to see that.
Nobody needs to see that. Yeah. Starting to melt. This
Supposed to
weekend.
be damn near 60 on Sunday or Monday.
I heard it was supposed to be crazy warm this weekend. Or weekend into the next week.
Probably have to take my shirt off.
No.
Shorts and shirt.
You do that. I won't be around. You go work on that equipment by yourself. Well, lunchtime. We'll see you in a bit. Well, I did one row here, and then Ivan did the other 2 rows, or he did the other part of he did the back of the drill, the planter, and then he did this side. But everything was checking out good until we got to 1 row, which was the second or third. I think it's the 3rd row. Yeah, 4th row from the end. So he said to double check that one. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll check that one here. And getting old. I couldn't find the business card, so I just got little chunks of thin cardboard. Only 3 inches, so I like to have them at least 4 inches. But yeah, this one's only got 3 inches. So we're gonna shim this a little closer, so we get at least 3.5 out of it. That's the only one he said that was out of spec. Everything else was 3.5 to 4 inches. So we'll get this one shimmed up on Monday, and so we got to go through. Well, not really go through, but we got to redo these wheels here. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to be able to bring them up, and they should just barely move. You should be able to push on them just with your finger. You know, it should do that. You got to remember, this planter went through the whole season, and they're just on out of spec. We'll shim them up a little bit. We got to take these off, and their shims on the back side, and just shim them a little closer, so that way they're nice and tight. And I'll show you what that's like next week. Yeah, man, that's a lot better. Look at all the room here. This is not having that 3-point on is pretty nice. Next week we got some neat stuff coming for you. We have the 2 guys from John Deere. They're getting our MyOp center all dialed in, set up really nice. So we're going to be doing some filming with them and getting you guys information on the op center, and maybe if you're not doing it, something that you might want to look at doing. Totally up to you. But anyway, that's coming for next week. So hopefully you guys are tuned in for that. Anyway, that's it, and we'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe. Catch you later.